We got a calm little Tuesday recap. Um, so today was a little funky with my daily bias. I've been starting to think like I usually tune into like a couple of dudes' live streams, and I was just like listening to see like what their daily bias is and all that crap. But like like today, for example, like it was a huge hindrance on everything. Um, there wasn't exactly a setup for me to really take, but if there was, I don't know if I would have taken it just because my daily bias was skewed with someone else's. Um, go like for example, going into today, higher time frame again, we're bullish. We're in a little bit of like a choppy area though, but like this was a clearly should have been bullish in my eyes. Um, yeah, Asia came lower. London manipulated into an hourly fair value gap and then distributed down. So could be a continuation to at least previous day lows. But the thing is that we had S&T at previous day lows. Um, and like the only reason why I thought that maybe it could still go down here was because we had relative equal lows right here. And the right relative equal lows is a pretty clean draw. And the higher time frame order flow right now is bearish. That's bearish until this S&T. Yeah, so there was a couple conferences like trying to show like that we still want to sweep out this low, but really not enough. Um, and yeah, I should have taken long to be honest. But yeah, we had this SMT going into market open, um, and we had this is so we created this initial SMT right here. Yes, actually it was right here, but then we came back down, right? And then we had this SMT and we had a change in state of delivery right here. Uh, but market open was coming around, market open volatility, a little spooky. So I just wanted to see how we would actually, I didn't see this, but if I did see this, I would have seen how we reacted off of that, right? You have this 5 minute change in state with S&P at the lows. And also the other thing to look out for is if we're bearish, on the 15 minute, we had this 15-minute breaker block right here that if you were to draw up to, I would want to see rejects from. So even though I got this change in the state, I wanted to see if you respected this because maybe the draw was so lower. But I have to keep in mind, like we had an SMT down there, and then we get another SMT with a change in the state right before market open. And then we also had this 5 minute fair value gap. So unicorn setup that was respected. So there's always going to be confluences in the way. Um, but we're below midnight open. We ES swept that previous day lows. We have S&Ts. Um, probably should go higher from here. That's what should have been my bias. After this was swept and this was the displaced pass, I had a long bias, so there's no setup for me. But yeah, so I was looking at that 15-minute breaker, disrespecting that. But going down here, this is Justin Werland's entry, I believe. You have the S&P change in the state, and then you want to see how market open respected this 5 minute fair value gap. We're in this 5 minute fair value gap, and then we get another change in the state right here. And that is where he entered the internal change in the state. Uh, yeah, took his long right there, stops at this low. I would have probably done a 25 handle stop, and then take profit would have been London, first one, and then Asia. Yeah, the other thing, um, I I for some reason like uh, these short-term liquidity points right here, like this buy side, I'll go in the 15 minutes so you can see. Like it's significant, sort of, but not not really. Like you want to see price reverse. If price really isn't going to reverse from an area like right here, it's going to reverse from a London high or an Asia high or a previous day low or something like that. Um, I was thinking that we were going to reverse at that high for some reason, and just wouldn't be the case for most of the time, especially with previous day low being rejected from. Um, so Yeah. Oh yeah. Going into like where right here, we didn't get any market structure. We did get market structure shifts, but like nothing that I would have taken that I considered high probability. ES was chopping a bunch, and we never got that set. We never got a SMT change in the state. Otherwise, I would have taken that because when we broke past this high, we created this created a 15-minute bullish breaker block. So we had that right here. This bullish breaker block, which we retrace into now, and I expect us to probably go to previous day's high from here. Um, also that reaction looks crazy bullish. Yeah, I think previous day's highs is gonna be taken today, maybe in the PM session. Maybe I'll look at the PM session, who knows? Um, we'll see. But yeah, it looks pretty clean so far. But yeah, we did come back into that 15-minute breaker block. I'll go on the 1 minute. Came back into that. No SMTs at the lows and no like a market structure shift right here without taking out this high would have been valid, but obviously that didn't happen. We just ran up really quickly all the way up to Asia highs. And after that, we just chopped around a bunch. And I knew the draw was probably higher, so I didn't really want to take shorts, and there wasn't really any uh, key imbalances below on the higher time frames where I was gonna say like, oh, we need to rebalance it here before we go higher. Everything was mostly balanced already, as you can see from the 1 minute. There was this area, but we already filled it right here, and it's not a very significant move. Yeah, no SMT change in the state up here, but there was down here. So going forward, um, oh yeah, the reason, yeah, also another reason why I didn't take this is because I don't take trades like off of the morning. I like to wait to the macro, and the macro just didn't offer anything. Um, but let's pretend this happened in the macro, right? We had a SMT. I mean, SMT. Ooh, okay, sorry. I'm retarded. SMT with a change in state of delivery. That could be my entry right there. But you know, let's just say I took entries like off of the open, right? I would wait to the open right here, and I want to see what we do. We manipulate up, and then we go down and into this 5 minute fair value gap. This is where I want to see price to reject from if we're still bullish or if we're bearish, and we're going to want to sweep these lows. I want to see us, displace through that fair value gap. Um, and yeah, we respect it. We create another change in the state, and then that should be my entry. Going off of this SMT change in the state, so I can have another change in state. I want to see real quick just if there was an SMT there because there would have could have been. No. No, there wasn't. Um, but yeah, like 5 minute unicorn setup right there. That should have been enough. And SMG change the state. That should have been enough. Yeah, so some key points I have to go over is um number one is I think I'm gonna be trading on my own and I want to see how that goes because the majority of the time I have the right ideas, but I just get confused because other people aren't taking, the same ones or something. And I don't have the confidence. I need to build the confidence on my own. I thought it'd be enough like thinking about it and then like as soon as they say it confirm or whatever, then I enter, but I'm still waiting on that confirmation. And I can't always do that. Well, technically I can, but I don't want to always do that. I want to be I don't know. I want to trade by myself and have my own thoughts, my own ideas. And yeah, so in the future, I probably won't be trading with anybody. Um, and see how these trades work, I guess. Yep, that's about it. Not really talking the best today, but it's whatever. Yeah.